Alright. I need another drink, so I'm gonna go and
Go.
grab a bottle of water and grab something to eat.
Yeah, but once you've got yours full, all you have to do is send
I've only been up for about 10 minutes and I haven't got my coffee yet. So this is it, folks. Raw. Oh, God.
Any errors on me? I. And I.
live stream.
Hello and welcome to Critical Questions, the antidote to lockdown boredom. I've trawled the internet for the best, worst, interesting, ridiculous and dumb questions I could find. And with any luck, my guests will be able to answer all of them. So far today, we've got Jen, Mama Atheist, and Jenny Morgan. Okay. Now, firstly, I need to throw Jen a link.
I've got it.
You got it.
Yeah, that was fun. Alright, I have chats. Hey, peoples.
Right. The first question this afternoon, evening, morning. What is your favourite bathroom appliance?
Oh, but what?
Bathroom appliance.
Okay, I have to ask, what counts as a bathroom appliance?
An appliance that would normally be found in the bathroom.
The brush from my Zach.
Favorite an appliance that would not. I'd not see. It depends. If you're talking 10-15 years ago, it probably would have been a vibrator because I kept it in the bathroom, but I don't anymore because I've got a daughter and I wouldn't. I think she'd really freak out if she found my vibes. So
Yeah.
So yeah. I mean, yeah, as a 20-year-old, she doesn't like the idea that I might actually do stuff. So, so yeah, I don't know. My favorite thing that I keep in the bathroom, yeah, I don't know. I really don't.
I mean, it's close enough to a vibrator as a shower head, I guess. So.
You keep yours in the bathroom?
No, but I mean, I've used them in the bathroom, so I don't know if I'd call it a bathroom appliance.
I love that I've used it in the bathroom. Yeah, well, so, not in this house though.
I want to know. I want to
Hey,
know.
Ozzy.
I want to know what Chris has been doing with his Sonicare toothbrush. That's his favourite appliance.
Oh, they do vibrate.
But I've seen all the advice that says, really don't use them. Not that I think that stops anyone. Especially in America, where they have to justify anything that looks like a sex toy.
Yeah, we're a real fucking puritanical country, and it sucks balls.
Junk Shop reckons the shower.
I think my favourite thing in the bathroom actually is the shower, because I love having a shower. It's so nice.
I had a really glorious bath when I lived in Arizona. That was awesome. Like a bathtub.
Jen!
Awesome.
Are we going to compare among the stream, are we? Everyone's big line.
It is morning, so.
Oh. See, that's a different one.
Oh,
I hadn't seen that one.
Kind.
Yeah, this is the one I did my proof of, that's the one I did my proof of concept on.
You've broken Amanda.
Hey, Jen. I have a story for you later. Remind me. It's a dildo story. I have a second one. So.
That's the one I keep seeing.
Comedy!
Why do you have them literally right next to you?
It's a small
This is
bedroom.
my bedroom.
I've had that one.
Hi, Chris.
I like this one.
You just
You
went.
didn't have
A small tickler and it fits in your bag. It's good fun.
You know what? Be
Osman?
glad you haven't seen the proof of concept, Amanda.
Well, now she's gonna fucking show me.
Yeah, now
I'm
she's gonna
not,
fucking show
no, I'm not because I've got a sore throat.
you. No comment.
She's not really sick.
Showing my dildos on screen, by the way. You're welcome, everybody else.
Why not? Why not? That's
Anyway, I don't think Dave would like me to do my party trick on his stream.
I have no objection.
This is all
Amanda, the trick is that if you get old enough, you've embarrassed yourself enough times anyways, that stuff like this just doesn't bother you anymore.
The point is that I don't have a gag reflex in that.
I don't.
Do you not?
You don't either.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, see, okay, so I don't need to prove it to Amanda because she understands that there are people who don't have gag reflexes. I use this on Meredith's stream to prove it to people.
And it was awesome.
It was awesome.
Hey, I'm a horn dog. What do you expect?
Oh my god, yes.
And Amanda can vouch for that one.
Do this too.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so now that
We
you
lost
said
Chris.
that you have no gag reflexes, they're obviously going to ask you to prove it at some point too, man.
But you can suck my dick about that then too. I feel like my news is
No, they want you to suck a dick and prove that you don't
What the fuck? Right. We shall move to the next question.
What was the first one?
What is your favourite bathroom appliance?
Yeah, sorry.
And mostly, I think the shower one out.
Dave, did you ever fucking answer?
No.
Then please answer.
I would have to hazard a guess. Oh, probably the shower. Although I think it really, to be quite honest, it's a close one thing with the fucking toilet.
I must admit the toilet is pretty cool too.
It's underappreciated.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I was raised up out in West Texas, and I didn't have a lot of things, and I didn't get my first Sonic Care toothbrush until like 3 or 4 years ago. I had some bad fangs, got my fangs fixed up now. I brush my fangs all the time, and I mean, if you're gonna ask me what my favorite, the soap, boring. Shower, boring. Vibrating toothbrush on my fangs. That's cool.
Bless you.
Bless you.
You can use those for other things too, anything that vibrates.
I said thank you, by the way.
I know you can do that. We actually have things for that.
Yeah, but in a pinch.
Right? But in a pinch, you can't brush your teeth with those other things. Well, you could, but it's just not going to be as effective.
Right.
I kind of like my loofah.
Your loofah. Loofahs are pretty cool. But I think I've read a brush for a loofah. A scrubbing brush.
Exfoliation in general is pretty satisfying.
Mm.
Those vibrators.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with a good vibration.
As I showed
You
you
could wrap one of those. You could wrap one of those in sandpaper or something.
Seriously, people should go watch that video. It's brilliant. I demonstrate my fun fight at the start of the video.
You demonstrate your capacity for extra storage.
Yeah.
Fuck way of describing that.
I'm guessing your man hasn't seen that video.
No, I have not.
I did that deliberately just to see Amanda's reaction.
After that, I'm gonna put it in the chat.
So yes. Right. Question 39. Would you completely rewrite your child's college application essays if it would help them get into a better school?
Yes.
Yes. I'm a much better
No.
writer than my kids, so yes.
Jenny?
I don't like my kid that much.
You don't like your kid that much?
No, I probably wouldn't because both my daughters are better at English than I am.
But if you're assuming you were better and you could get them
Oh
into
yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't really like the idea of cheating for them, so.
And then you're throwing them out into the deep end, which they can't swim. They didn't earn it. They don't know what the hell's
No,
going on.
Okay,
advocate yourself. That's like the fucking. That's nothing. It's what they did beforehand. I don't agree with like what those bitches did here with the money and shit. But to help him write an essay, yes. And quite frankly, I would fucking burn this world to the ground for my kid. So,
I mean, I agree.
I would do that too. So I don't know. I'd have to really think about it.
I'd definitely help them. Is the point.
Yeah, I'd help.
I
don't
mean,
know if I'd do it.
I think Chris and Junk Shop have got the same thing. Which is, I say no because the kid would be stuck in a school where they forever need help.
But like I said, it's not all about just the essay or the application. You're talking about what they've done previously. They're not just looking at that. So it's not, you wouldn't really be doing that. You'd just be
Just sounds that way.
uplifting them a bit. I mean, but I would absolutely do anything for Angel, no question. So
the link with my orgasm face video is in the chat.
good for you, Jen. Good for you.
You know, I was actually just wondering about that. What does her face look like when she orgasms? You know, I can't tell you what I was doing when I thought about it. But I was... See, Richard, I can play, brother. I can play.
Osman, would you?
Yes. Without a doubt.
Yes.
Jenny?
What?
Would you would you rewrite your kid's college essay?
Application? No, absolutely not. My writing style is rather unique, and there's no way a kid could ever duplicate it if they had to write something on their own afterwards. But I would certainly help them right there.
Yeah.
And try to teach them sentence structure and things that English courses at high school fail to for all those years.
This is what I think how it would go down for us, is that I would have him write it first, and I would help him, but then eventually I would get frustrated and just fucking do it myself.
Yeah, there's a lot
I'm not
of
gonna
that.
lie about that.
See, I wouldn't do that because I have actually sat with because my younger daughter is not very good at maths. I actually sat with her and refused to do her maths problems with her and spent four hours with her teaching her how to do the problems.
No, see, I won't do his math for him. I will help him, I will guide him step by step, but math is way too important. English is bullshit, whatever.
English is not bullshit.
We're gonna have a fight.
I just mean, he knows how to talk. He doesn't need to know how to write a perfect essay as much as he needs to know math and science.
But being able to express yourself eloquently.
I disagree that they need to know math and science, but English is every bit the equal.
Okay.
I mean, when they're writing, like, to get a job, or, how many times have you gone into a place and you've been serviced by somebody and you watch their punctuation, and they're just complete idiots, like they barely graduated the third grade? Huh?
Go to a shop and get serviced by somebody.
Stop, Jen, Jesus.
Always goes there. Always goes there.
Every time.
Hey, somebody has to.
Somebody has to.
All this is true.
Right. We shall skip quickly on to question 40.
I will do one more, be right back.
I'll pop. I was going to say I'll pop. God,
Hey, yo.
Hey,
Right.
long time no see, bro.
Yeah. I can't remember the last time I saw you, Amanda.
Right?
Or you, Jen, for that matter.
Yeah, it's been such a long time.
Right. Would you prefer to have absolutely no hair, or on your entire body, including your head, or hair that grew 1 centimetre a day?
1 centimetre a day, so I can shave it then.
No, hang on. Are you only meaning hair on your head that grows 1 centimetre?
No, hair everywhere.
Oh,
No.
No, I'd rather be bald.
Yeah, I got me a nice wig. So,
Fuck that.
I hate
I mean-
having to shave my legs. I'm not doing it on my whole fucking body. No way.
me too.
And regardless of what people look like, you have hair everywhere on your body. Growing a centimetre a day will quickly turn you into a werewolf.
Well, no, I'm assuming I'm working under the assumption it would stop where it stops now. If that makes sense. So your
On
leg
your body?
hairs being 1 centimetre, it just mean they would completely grow back the next day.
If you shaved it.
Yeah, it's not that your hair gets longer in that context. It's just how fast it grows.
I look some of that on the hair of my arm. Some of them is probably over a centimetre.
I was literally looking at my arm thinking exactly the same thing.
I still don't know.
No hair
I
with
still
it.
don't like the idea of it.
I can't look like a werewolf, you know.
Every day it pisses me off.
Dave, I'm
Yeah?
gonna have to check out.
That's okay.
Lumineers is,
Thank you for
doing
coming.
its thing with me, and I can't understand a word anyone's saying.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So, catch you later.
Catch
Thanks
you later.
for having me.
Bye, Jenny. Hey guys, I'm gonna pop out for a little bit too.
Okay.
Thank you for having me on your stream. CC.
No problem.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
See you later.
Hey, I don't know, Jen. I don't know if you noticed. I sent you an invite, or I asked you in a chat earlier today if you would help co-host Sci-Fi Saturday in a week or whenever you get ready.
Yeah, I can do that. That's
Okay.
fine. I haven't been paying much attention to Twitter because I've been sick, so
Well,
and
with
I've
the
been
chat-
programming as well. So
Yeah, I screwed up and did it in the chat of a channel, so I'm sure you missed it. And it may be too late for you. I don't know.
no, I'm not as bad off as because I'm on west. I'm the west side, so
Okay.
I'm not as bad off as the other Chris. Yeah.
Y'all have a good day.
All right. Bye.
See you, Chris. Ozman,
Yo,
absolutely no hair anywhere on your body, or hair that grows a centimetre a day.
hair that grows centimetre a day because I fucking hate going bald. And I am 32 in a few months, and I am going bald.
See, it's all right for you guys. You can do that. But I'd fucking be pissed off having to shave my legs every day. That would just totally fuck it up for me.
You assume I shave.
I didn't say you shave your legs. It's all right for you guys. But for us girls, we'd have to shave our legs every day.
No, I meant in
Oh,
general.
Day, who the fuck shaves their legs every day?
Yeah, but if they grew,
Oh, no, okay, yeah. I thought you meant like we were doing it already. Like, fuck no.
No.
You should try having hair that grows.
I try to leave it, you know, if it's not summer and I don't need to wear shorts, I'll try and leave it through all fucking winter if I don't have any, if I'm
It's
not dating
called my
anyone.
winter coat. And what were you saying, Dave?
Nothing.
Tell me.
No.
Good. You can keep your balls.
Fine. Cool. Cool with that.
You gonna say your favorite thing, Amanda?
Nope. I'm gonna save that for the really angry moments.
Come on.
Right.
Anyway, next question.
Question 41. How many hours does it take until you can't stand being alone anymore? You've got to have some human contact.
Well, I'm still counting.
You're having human contact now.
Yeah, you do. Go fuck yourself.
No, but it said until you need human contact, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, but I mean, you have to actually be in total isolation. You know, to count the hours. It doesn't count when you actually have.
Probably about half a day, and I'd be picking up a telephone or jumping on the internet.
Probably about, I'd say about 3, maybe 4 days top for me.
You live with anyone, Jeff?
Yeah.
I don't think I could go a day.
Yeah, I couldn't go a day.
Not
It'd be
not
half
without
a day for me.
any contact.
And why do you think I'm on streams all the time? I can't go and socialize with the family.
But you got me. So.
Yeah, I have. And you guys are like family, so it's awesome.
We're better than family. We can talk to
Fuck
you.
yes, my family sucks other than Angel, so he does rule. Well, sometimes Angel sucks too, but anyway.
Well, he is Twin G's.
He is. Get into his head.
There you go. Jenny said about 2 weeks.
I'll leave mine unanswered because you won't believe it.
Yeah, the problem is there are pseudo outlets. I could certainly go longer if I've got my dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although technically that is talking to yourself.
No, my dog understands me.
My dog pretends to understand me.
Yeah, that's more accurate.
Yeah, Amanda's dog actually does
It
understand.
does understand some things. Like, it understands you've got a ball in your hand and you might throw it.
Yes.
Well, this is not Oz. He's right. Leia does understand me, so fuck you all.
Yeah, Amanda's dog does understand her.
Right, Richard reckons about a week. He starts speaking his thoughts aloud. After a month, he starts to miss hearing a voice aside from his own, and at 3 months he goes nuts. How long has he not had human contact?
I'm slightly misanthropic, so I've lasted 3 months.
But how you've got to shop?
Yeah, exactly. How do you still have human contact if you're not talking to people when you go to the store and shit? You're talking about complete and total. And David's talking about complete and total isolation. You don't talk to anybody. You don't call anybody. You don't go to any stores. Nobody comes and delivers anything to you. That's it.
When you live, you are never completely alone, Ozzy.
Yeah, but I don't exactly talk to them.
That's still human contact, though.
You know they're there. Is the issue? There is
needing. You said needing human contact.
Yes. No. So your excuse is that you didn't need it in that time.
Oh, I still don't. Yeah. So I've managed 3 months. Well, that's not a need.
A what?
It's a want.
A what? Yeah. Oh. Have you signed up for the Mars mission?
For Mars mission?
Yes.
No. I told you you wouldn't believe me.
No.
I wouldn't sign up for the Mars mission just because it would be uncomfortable. I mean, as cool as it would be to go into space and shit, there's no, it's just, I like having my bed, I like having my, drinks, and I just like having my comfy stuff. I don't want to be in a spaceship for fucking 6 months, and I don't want to sit on some desolate planet for God knows how long. No fucking way. So
die on some desolate planet.
Yeah.
To be absolutely fair, it's a desolate planet, so you get an entire planetoid to fuck around with and make yours.
Yeah, but
they're going to be watching everything.
Yeah, but still, they get to make it hers.
No, it doesn't have all my creature comforts. I need that shit. So, that's just how I am.
Right, junk shop reckoned a day. So, there seems to be a split between sometime within a day and then a lot longer for some.
Yeah.
I think Ozzy might get the next question. I just have a hunch.
Oh boy.
Do you have any good ideas for terrorist atrocities?
Terrorism.
Say again?
Should we answer this? Because we shouldn't be giving them food for thought.
You mean to commit?
Yes.
I thought you meant how do we punish them?
No. What could you if you so turned your mind to evil?
Well, I mean, I would be an eco-terrorist, obviously.
So what would you do?
So,
Dear Lord, please
I
don't
don't know,
join
give me a minute. Let me think about it.
Please don't join Peter.
No, not that kind of eco-terrorist. I mean, saving the planet, not. I mean, I care about the animals and all. PETA actually blocked my son.
I would replace every video on YouTube with one of Piers Morgan being a dickhead.
Oh dear God.
That's sadism. That is pure sadism.
I don't think that's terrorism, though, is it? It doesn't really terrorise.
Oh, I know what I would do.
I think that would terrorize people.
Oh, I think I know.
Let's let Amanda go first. She has.
Yeah, Amanda go first.
I would find a way to shut down the pipelines. So
you just blow oil pipelines, basically.
Yes.
Spilling oil over thousands of miles.
No, I would figure out a way I would do it, in a way that it wouldn't do that. It wouldn't be an explosion or anything like that. I would just stop I don't know. I'd figure it out.
I think it'd be better, if you're going to go down that route, I think it'd be better to find a way to poison the oil.
Yeah, you know what, you're right. I would, yeah.
Then they've got billions of gallons of useless stuff.
Useless shit, yeah. And it would have to be. It would have to be from the. It would have to be from the source, or at least the start of the pipeline too.
Haven't they developed an oil-eating microbe?
They haven't developed one. We found a few.
Well, we found
Well,
one.
there's the oil-eating ones are the ones that the microbes that eat the plastic.
No, this one eats oil.
Okay. Yeah.
Is that what then you'd use for cleanups? Yeah, if you could produce enough of that in a batch and get it into the oil things, we could end up with no oil.
Yeah.
Ring says, I could bring the US to its knees with a shovel, 5 volunteers, and $5,000 and a trip to Iceland.
I fucking love Ring.
Osman, what were you going to say?
I put just below the maximum threshold of LSD in the water supply of the entire world, and then I replace every single media video with The Legend of Zelda's Navi. Hey, listen! 10-hour loops that make it constant.
You're insane.
I was going to say, I think everyone would be insane.
You're only finding this out now.
See, I had similar thoughts involving hallucinogenics, yeah, but I wasn't quite sure where I was going to go with it. So I think you've done better than I could think of there, Osman.
Sick fuck.
The problem is you'd actually have a terrorist attack where some people seriously enjoyed it,
Yeah.
which I think would be rare for a terrorist attack.
Yeah.
Well, you could contaminate all the water supplies with LSD.
Richard says, make all governmental acts, past and present, into short cartoon so everyone would watch and understand. How is that terrorist?
It's not really terrorism.
Yeah, that's very that's terrorism. Okay.
My idea is, with the LSD, is I would change people's minds so much that the very idea of terrorism is modified through LSD. So the true act of terrorism is to annihilate the idea of terrorism and to flip it on its head. Truly evil. Because it won't be evil anymore. It'll be something else.
I think they could always bring it back to evil. Honestly.
I develop a new virus for bats and then encourage the Chinese to make bat soup.
What's wrong with you?
You want fucking X.
Oh, shit. What the hell is the next one? Oh, the next one's more.
32.
Go on.
32 is the next one.
At the University of Everything.
42.
42. No.
Don't panic.
Sorry.
Question 43.
Oh, that was 42.
It was 42! Question 43. Can you be
You
count...
can't count, Dave.
What?
I swear you can't count.
Me, of course I can't count. Can you be counted on to do what you say you'll do? And what does it take for you to trust someone?
Oh.
Oof. Getting closer to my big
Right. Usually I can be counted on to do what I say I will do, provided I remember to do it. I have a shocking memory for shit like that. So I need to be harassed a little bit, but I don't mind being harassed. On the other side, what was the other part?
You trust and you trust.
I know I trust people up front, and I don't fully trust people up front, but I offer trust to start with, and then I say, if I fuck that up, then that's it, you're screwed. You have to apologize and come back. I mean, there are exceptions to that, because there are times when crap happens and it just comes down, and then I'm a forgiving person, but I mean, if somebody really fucks with my trust, then fuck off.
Yeah. I'd say, yeah, can I be still so to do similar answer to Jen now. Usually, but occasionally I forget, you know. But generally, yes. Takes me a little while to sort of trust people really trust people. So, you know, I tend to sometimes put my guard up an awful lot until I sort of get to know people a little bit, really. But
For me, I guess, I usually do what I say I'm going to do unless something comes up with Angel, or I forget. Sometimes I get really busy, but
We all have shit memories.
yeah, I juggle. Between I'm an insomniac, plus taking care of my elderly parents, plus taking care of Angel, plus my job, and it's just a lot, and I forget shit sometimes. I just do. In terms of trust, I trust one person in this world, and that's Angel, and that's it.
Fine.
I have trust for you guys. I mean, implicitly, no, I can't get that. I've been fucked so many times in my life.
Have you?
Yes.
Like, as a child, it happened at least once.
Just for the record, that wasn't me for once.
I've been fucked over so many times. I have a problem with trust, that's all.
Okay, I'm not going to go any further with that.
I was tempted. Osman?
Someone stole my line, so there's that. I'm sorry to both Jen and Amanda, but the answer, no. And that's for the past few months. No.
But you don't trust people.
No.
I get it. That's fine.
I think I have. I assume everyone does to some degree. I have levels of trust.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the best way to describe it.
I don't. The problem is I have to trust people more than I should. Because I can't remember when they fuck up. It takes someone to really break my trust for me to actually be able to remember it. It has to emotionally have a significant impact.
Well, that's handy.
Yeah, very. You know, and the problem is it means I can be overly nice because I can't. I just have to be how I am. I can't either treat someone as a complete stranger with nothing known, or I treat them as someone I know, and someone I like. I have to assume that because.
How much do you remember all of us?
Who are you?
What are you, Jen?
No, I do all right with you guys now, with enough repetition. But that's that. But again, I can be honest, right? But it's quite cruel. Okay, if I didn't see one of you for 3 or 4 months, I wouldn't remember who you were.
Really?
No, wouldn't have a clue. Now, that's not to say you couldn't turn up and remind me. You couldn't kind of bring back some of that memory.
Yeah.
Right? And again, it's not intentional. It's not. It just happens. I can't do anything about it. Okay, back.
Well, I just have to keep in contact with you, Dave, because you're not fucking forgetting me.
Well, I'm out then. Everybody's gonna forget me, so it's fine.
I won't forget you, Amanda.
No.
Well, you can't forget me.
You don't
You
fucking
know
let
way
me.
too much about me to ever forget me then, so.
That's probably true.
I think that getting burnt is worth it. As long as you can accept
I
that
agree.
can happen.
yeah,
As long as you
I agree with that.
As long as you don't delude yourself that it can't happen.
Yeah.
Um,
And you can protect yourself from the level of burn that you get
yes.
while still providing trust. So,
Yes.
yeah.
It's an odd thing, but I think I agree with that.
I've had an event happen in my life at a rather young age that has mentally ruined me to the point that it's still affecting me today. So it's created a level that people need to get to that is unrealistic and inhumane. So I just say straight out no.
Mm.
That's fair
Makes
enough.
sense. And the point is that I think there are equal ends. You can very much live without trust. Trust is another one of those things that I keep, oddly enough, I keep ending up in conversations with Amanda about, with other people, where Amanda's there, where we're talking about things like it's a shortcut.
Yeah.
You don't need trust.
It's related to pessimism and optimism too.
Yeah, but both of those are shortcuts.
Yeah.
I'm not paranoid about it. I'm not like, okay, when are you gonna fuck me over? When are you gonna fuck me over? I'm just like, okay.
You need to turn your mic up, Ozzy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told him that. Jen, and you know how, do you guys have superlatives in high school? Like, best hair, whatever bullshit?
No.
Okay. Well, we do. We do it for like our yearbooks and shit. You know what I was my senior year? Most pessimistic.
That's what a fucking thing to say to a kid.
Can you hear me now?
Bit
Yeah, that's
better.
better.
Right.
That's how fucked everything has been for me for so long. Though.
With me, I'm not paranoid. I'm not like, you're gonna fuck me over, you're gonna fuck me over. With me, it's just like, alright, I don't know you. Because of my past, I don't want to know you. Stay away.
Yes, I completely. Yes.
I'll be nice to you, but stay away.
I have this interesting person at the moment that I don't know how much information to give. We've come into contact with a person that's given my father something, and my father doesn't do anything online, anything social media-y, so Dad gave him my contact details. And this guy is trying to get to know me. Or he's trying to be overly outward towards me. Now, the problem is I have literally no clue who he is. He is absolutely nothing to me. I've had virtually no contact with him. And I'd prefer to talk to you.
We prefer you talk to us too.
Yeah. Right. And this is
As
the
long
way.
as it's not about. Anyway.
Not about what? Not about what, Amanda?
I don't goddamn well what I'm sick of being in the middle of you two talking about. So.
Shut up, Amanda. Come on.
No, they just talk about the OBS stuff. Like every time the three of us are together, I get left out because those two go off and talk about that shit, which I know nothing about. So totally cool. But I'm here for anything else. That.
I mean, has she told you what we're doing? What you're coming to next week? Next weekend?
Me?
Yeah. You're front and center for her OBS stream, where we're teaching people how to use OBS.
No, I'm good. No, thank you.
Yeah, I thought I volunteered you for that one, so.
We've got to organise a time for that, people. Are you going to be in that, Ozzy?
I didn't even know about it, so.
Sorry, I haven't got a chance to ask you. We only talked about it yesterday, was it?
I think so.
Yesterday? Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, well, the plan is to do a stream where we talk about things things about OBS. People can go up in the chat who aren't as experienced and can ask us questions, and we can try and help people out. So do it as a stream, so people can also go back and look at it later to get hints and tips and stuff like that.
Yes.
You want in?
Yes, please.
Okay, cool.
Right, we do the next question, which is could be sensitive,
Oh dear God.
and for some reason it's numbered 45,
Oh fuck.
so I can't add
Hey,
up.
what am I?
It could be worse, Ozzy. It could be 33.
Oh shut up.
Right, would you want to spend a week as someone of the opposite sex? Why and why not?
Or would I want to do a what?
Would you want to spend a week as someone? Would you want to change sex for 1 week?
No!
No.
I'd love to know what it's like to have a penis.
No, you don't.
I'd like to stand
Serious?
up.
No, you don't.
Seriously, you don't want to know.
You do not want to know.
Alright, just saying.
At least I'm the only person who can honour this for honesty fucking experience.
Been there, done that. It was shit.
Yeah.
After a while, these dangling bits get really fucking annoying.
I'd do it in a heartbeat, without a doubt.
I'd definitely be curious to do it. Whether I want to do it for a whole week, I don't know. But
It's one of those things, though, wouldn't it? Yeah. Would you get to plan the week in advance? If it just got thrust on you, you woke up one morning.
Nope. Now, if we work on the, well, I don't know. If we work on the assumption that women are better planners than men, I don't know.
Women are better than men in all aspects. So.
I will double slap you.
Are you assuming that
I'm not even going to argue.
Dave, are you assuming that the people wouldn't get any dysphoria for it?
Yes.
Okay, so that's different then.
Yes, well, very much so. I mean, it's a fantasy situation. Everything works as it's meant to.
I still wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I'm a bit curious what you said. What kind of fantasy you talking
No,
about?
I'm not talking about fantasy. I like that, Jenny. Penile convenience is greatly outweighed by vaginal everything.
I'm with you, Jen. These people don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
I rarely do, so whatever.
Sammy, I would love it. Lucy, I would helicopter in the street.
Sammy, you just want to play with your own tits.
Now I'm imagining you playing with your own tits, Ken.
Oh, that reminds me. Did you see the joke on Twitter?
Do you not masturbate?
Me? This is not an honest question.
Why
How often do I talk about porn, for fuck's sake?
Exactly. I mean, of course we play with our own tits. I'm just saying, that's what Sammy wants to be.
Sorry. I have to give Amanda a quick correction. You talk about Hamilton more than you talk about porn.
Oh, did you watch that video, Amanda?
I haven't gotten a chance. I have it pulled up. I haven't got a chance to yet. But it looks good. I can't wait to watch it. Yes, I may or may not talk about Hamilton a little bit.
A lot.
People that know me best, they get the worst of it, though. So.
Do I dare I ask what Hamilton is?
Oh my god, no! Right.
Fuck you.
Next question, quickly.
I was going to tell you the joke, because it's vaguely relevant. Why is this virus worse for men?
Why?
It's the man flu.
Because they're losing $1 to every 79 cents that women are losing.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Dave, you're a fucking asshole.
What gets me is who sent me that joke.
Who sent it?
Oh, I've been sent it by half a dozen, basically TERFs.
No, that doesn't.
It's a strongly feminist element.
Yeah. But TERFs aren't really feminists.
No, I know they're not. But I was being. Yes, I was being a bit hyperbolic, but it's strongly that way.
Trans-exclusionary radical fucklets.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, honestly, they're not feminists. They wouldn't know what feminism was if it vibrated them to death.
I've just got a text from the government.
You did?
Gov.uk coronavirus alert. New rules in force now. You must stay at home. More info and exemptions at gov.uk/coronavirus. Stay at home, protect the NHS, save lives.
Oh shit, so full lockdown.
They're gonna have the army in the streets.
They are.
I've had 3 or 4 texts from them already, so.
Yeah, but you're screwed.
I mean, I am screwed.
No, you don't get it though. At least you guys are doing something, like I told you earlier.
Yeah,
I mean, your guys are doing something. They're going to try and kill off a load of the population to get the economy working faster. They're doing something.
Oh, that's
It's just dark.
That's probably true.
Yeah,
He said last night.
good time to invest in the
Wait,
funeral parlour. It's a growth industry.
I stopped listening to him. What did he say last night?
He tweeted out last night that the cure can't be worse than the worst than the disease.
Good. Yeah.
And he's talking about the economy. He doesn't give a shit about the people.
God, I hate that man so fucking much.
The one thing me and Amanda are married on.
You're married?
The one thing? Okay.
The one main thing.
Our hate for Trump.
Yeah.
Let's good friends.
Wait.
What?
Ah, shit. I just got friend zoned live on stream.
No, that's not going to happen. Right.
Oh, shit. I just got friend zoned.
Well, she does have a boyfriend.
Right. Does she?
Moving on.
Fuck it.
We're still on the gender thing, so you're kind of screwed. Would you rather date a man with a 6 foot tall penis or a man with a tiny man instead of a penis?
Wait,
Attached in place.
Right.
his penis is a tiny man?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Hold on.
What?
Dave, what
say
the
that
fuck
again.
drugs were you on? You
Right.
thought this one.
Would you rather date a man who was a 6 foot tall penis?
Oh, so the man is a penis.
No, just wait.
Man is a
No,
penis.
that's there are two choices. One is the man is a 6 foot tall penis. He has a penis that is 6 foot tall. Or a man who has, instead of a penis, a tiny man.
Another man.
Yes.
Yeah, the latter.
The
Doesn't
latter.
matter. Not as much as annoying as it would be to have two guys. I'm not wondering. I'm not going to the cinema with a fucking big ass penis.
What do you do in the cinema?
Oh yeah, I'm not going to the cinema anyway. But that's beside the fucking point.
I have to ask because I'm demisexual. Do both of those guys have a penis each?
Oh, I'd never really thought about whether or not the 6 foot guy had the 6 foot penis had another penis.
No. I'm talking about the guy who has another guy instead of a penis.
Oh, so you mean does he have? Does he?
Does each
Does the
one have
little guy have a penis?
Or another little man?
and the little guy?
Junk Shop says, depends, does the tiny guy have a distinct personality? I think he has a distinct personality.
How much more distinct can you get?
But I'd be relatively pissed off if I spent my entire life inside someone else's pants. That depends.
Oh, yeah.
That could be done a whole different way.
You just literally live against ball sweat your whole life.
Exactly.
Fucking hell, I'm nasty.
You go, ring. It's guys all the way down. I'm just gonna keep getting smaller and smaller until you get guys on the atomic level. Subatomic.
Shit.
I'd still choose the latter.
So everyone would choose the latter.
Yeah.
It's a fucked up
We
question.
definitely want to talk about it.
Question 46. I can't imagine the scenario. But if you had to marry a Muppet, which one and why?
What the? I do
Oh,
shotgun.
come on.
What?
I do shotgun on Kermit.
Hey, you're gonna shotgun Kermit? That's interesting.
No, shotgun wedding Kermit.
Go with
Oh,
it.
shotgun wedding, okay.
Here in Australia, when you do shotgun, it's just like your
I reckon
Kermit.
I'd go with Ralph because Ralph's so cute and adorable.
He's cool, isn't he, Ralph?
Yeah.
Guy.
You go animal.
Dog who plays the piano.
Yeah, I haven't watched Muppets.
I know what to say. What is Gonzo?
No,
That thing on his head.
His nose could be
Gonzo
very
is an alien with a
Yeah.
dildo nose.
Yeah, see, I could see some advantage to Gonzo.
Alf.
Yeah, that too. That's true.
I'm probably going to be boring it, but I'll probably have to go with Miss Piggy. really,
She is fabulous.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think probably Ozzy because he's just so adorable and cuddly. So.
No one wants Animal then.
And you said you
Actually,
didn't
I
have
was
an
thinking
time.
Animal, but he might just piss me off because he does get a little crazy.
A little
What?
crazy.
And nobody wants Sam either.
No, God, no. What about you, Dave? You didn't answer.
I think I'd go Gonzo.
Because of the dildo nose?
Yeah.
That's totally valid.
Rings annoyed me because he's mentioned the chick that plays bass in the Electric Mayhem, and I can't remember what her name is. It starts with a J, but I can't remember what it is.
No! Jump Shop has it right. He's not a Muppet technically, but and this is this is gonna sound fucked up, but Angel from Smile Time. Yes, I would fuck that puppet.
What? Say that again.
No.
I mean the name, not what.
Angel from
What-
the show Angel, he turned into a puppet. So it's David
Oh,
Bowie and
yeah.
a puppet.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I'd
that
fuck.
is definitely mine. Thank you, Jump Shop,
Janice.
for reminding
I'll
me.
go
Thanks, Sammy.
Dave, I was going to say, I hope we're not getting a similar question relating to spitting image puppet.
You'd want Margaret Thatcher, wouldn't you?
No. I don't know. I mean, there's probably were days in my life where I shouted "fuck Thatcher" a lot of the time, but it was not for that reason.
Edwina Curry. She was.
Was she really that bad, Jeff? Because I mean,
Yes. So.
How do I know you people? How?
But is she worse than who you have now?
Yes.
You know what?
Yeah, I'd probably say so. Yes.
Really?
Probably say so yeah.
Thatcher is worse than.
I mean,
than
not for just buffoonery and incompetence, no, but
I'd say Thatcher was more honest.
yeah.
Thatcher was idealistic, and she stuck to her guns.
And
if you didn't like
she
her
was
ideals, you
callous.
weren't going to like her.
She was a bit more callous, I think, but yeah. Hey.
She was also one of the first politicians in the world to support to believe the evidence of climate change.
She was a scientist.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, she was a chemist. She didn't just believe it; she understood it.
Yeah.
It's like Angela Merkel's a physicist, so we need more people on top, especially in this fucking country, that know their science, that don't give a shit about being a politician, that just want to make change and not take money from big oil and do shit like that. We do.
Believe me, nobody knows as much about this as I do. I know all the best things about climate change.
Amanda, I am so glad you finished that sentence.
Wait, what did I say? What?
And it's bugging me. I want to. There was a politician back in the Hawke era of Australian government, and I'm struggling to remember his name, but he actually was a scientist, and he was going to be science minister, and he started out as science minister, and Hawke had to shift him from that policy because the press couldn't understand him because he was actually using scientific language to talk about stuff.
Mm.
So they couldn't actually have the one person in all of their cabinet who was an actual scientist be science minister because people couldn't understand him.
The person who became the head of the EPA of our country when Trump came into administration used to own an oil company. So this is what it's like in America right now. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
And anyway, sorry. I'm not gonna. Next question. I'm not gonna rant about this. I do it enough. Dave, next question.
Okay.
Wait. We all settled on Angel then?
Yes.
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 No,
No.
Have you seen it, Jen?
I have.
You'd still rather fuck a regular Muppet than fucking David Boreanaz as a puppet? Come on.
Ralph's adorable.
Okay. You have weird kink, Jen.
She likes a musician.
Maybe I'm a secret fairy.
Oh, well, then that makes sense. That makes so much more sense.
Right. Question 47. Would you want everything you hear or see recorded 24/7?
Oh, fuck no.
Fuck no.
Fuck no.
Wait, are you saying there's a choice between hearing or seeing?
No, as well.
No, oh god, no.
Why not? I'd go for that straight away.
You want everything you said.
Yeah.
Everything I saw and heard.
Hold on.
Oh, everything you saw and heard.
I thought you meant
No.
like what
Oh,
we.
oh,
Yeah,
Maybe
can you
send it in.
clarify the question? Recorded by someone else or by yourself?
By myself, backup storage, for example.
Okay, possibly, but I don't know.
I still don't know because whilst they might not see anything you did, you hear yourself, so you hear you, so all that would be recorded too. So I'm still not sure about it.
They wouldn't. They'd hear
I'd probably still lean towards no.
Yeah, if you could guarantee that nobody but you got to see it, yeah, maybe.
Man, it would be a lot of back and forth between me and my kid just yelling at each other. So
I understand why you'd like it, Dave, because it's back up.
I know.
yeah.
Yeah. What does the chat say? No, fuck no. I think I'm alone on this one then. Oh. I've never had a video taken down. Have you ever had an opportunity where you could have assassinated a public figure had you been so inclined?
Yes.
Yes.
Wait, like, would you do it, or
Would I do it?
Have you had the opportunity? So you've been close enough to a public figure that you
absolutely
could have...
yes.
Yeah, I had an opportunity. I was close enough to the Premier of West Australia a few years ago where I was actually talking to him and I could have killed him. I mean, I wouldn't. He's a really nice guy, but that's beside the point.
So let's just say there's a lot of Conservatives in Britain who probably hate me because I was definitely within striking distance of Jeremy Corbyn on several occasions. But I wouldn't have done it because I actually happen to kind of like the guy. So.
Oh, he's certainly more likable than your current prat.
Oh yeah, but the point was I within the opportunity where I could have done something absolutely on about 4 occasions.
Would you? No, I couldn't say would you have done because you wouldn't have done clearly.
No.
I was going to say would you have done is not a really relevant question either because the answer would always be yes if you were inclined.
Yeah. Yes. But
well, no, not necessarily. You might hate the person and be inclined towards it, but you wouldn't bloody do it. Yeah, I mean, people don't want to go to prison.
You ate her sandwiches instead, Nerdy. What, her personal sandwiches or ones that she had made? Who do you provide?
You think the Queen ever makes sandwiches? Come on.
She does.
She does?
Yeah. There's stuff that's been talked about because they've got their own little kitchen that they very often go down and make food in.
Sorry, I don't get that. Okay. I don't keep up on your monarchy because it's weird.
She can't go out and get her Happy Meal from McDonald's now, can she, sir?
I can't imagine she's ever actually been through a drive-through.
No.
You should probably have sent the chauffeur.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they have McDonald's occasionally.
I mean, again, I can't believe that Trump went out and bought fucking McDonald's for everyone for a banquet.
That was amazing.
Fucking hilarious.
That's so gross. Like, first of all, you know, if you're gonna go with the fast food thing and you go with the absolute bottom of the barrel worst fast food you can think of, but also for a fucking athletics team, you're feeding them fast food. What a dick! Just because that's literally all he eats. Seriously, he only eats fast food, and he drinks like 12 Diet Cokes a day. How does he not have cancer? That's gross. Anyway. Next question, Dave.
Next question.
Yeah.
Are you sure he isn't just a big lump of cancer?
Oh, I'm fairly certain he is.
Possible. It just doesn't kill him because all the cancer like bites itself and keeps itself together.
Yeah.
Right.
So can I take it that you don't particularly like Donald Trump then, Amanda? I'm starting to get that vibe.
Am I the only American here? Yes, I am. Okay. Yes, I fucking hate him.
Right. I've lost the thing. Oh, question 49. Would sex with a robot constitute cheating on your partner?
No.
That would depend.
I don't know.
Is the robot sentient?
I knew you were going to ask that, Jed.
Right. So you missed the stream last night. What is sentience?
No, we're not going back to that shit. Oh my god.
Don't you fucking dare.
That was fun.
I will roast
It's a valid question. I cannot answer your question without you answering that one. Is it sentient? I mean, if it's not sentient, well, it's no different to a dildo or a blow-up doll, is it?
No, but you could be attached to it, even if it's not.
I will Rochambeau both of you.
Well, you can't Rochambeau me.
Thank you for saying that.
I know how to Rochambeau you. I just need to aim higher.
Why does it? Why does it matter if it is sentient? Surely, it's what matters is your attachment to it.
Yeah, I
mean, I have more of a problem.
I think it's going to do a lot on how the partner sees it. To be honest.
True.
Yes, that too.
It isn't sentient, it's just a moving sex toy, which is what we said. We have this nebulous concept of sentient, which defines how you would really answer that question, and that has no meaningful meaning.
Did I just ruin your question?
No. To be honest, I expected nothing less. Alright.
Yep, there. So Ring's got a point. So then is porn and a dildo cheating?
Well, this is the point.
Actually,
some people consider it.
It is. For some people, it's cheating. Yeah.
Some people consider it cheating. And this is the problem. I equally have an issue when you talk about emotional cheating. I think you can be emotionally cheating on your...
Emotional cheating is way fucking worse.
Yes, completely agree. Absolutely, 100% agree. I think you can have absolutely nothing sexual going on and be emotionally cheating with someone and be way worse. And yet people will think the fact that you fucking got your dick stuck in you is worse. And it's just...
You got your dick stuck in you.
No.
Yeah.
A dick.
Nope. Not going there.
Yeah, I'm not touching that one. Sorry, I'm delirious.
We shall skip to the next question. It's a horrible question. It's a horrible question. Right. Do you get irritated when you have to wait in long lines? Would you wait 45 minutes to be seated in a restaurant? What is the longest you have waited somewhere?
Doctor's surgery.
I've got a good answer to that in a minute.
3 hours in a fucking doctor's surgery.
I've waited 3.5 hours in a hospital reception for a doctor that didn't turn up, but they didn't want to tell us. They said he's coming.
Okay.
Oh,
And-
bastards!
Well, if you're going-
Oh,
We
no,
all
I
walked
don't-
out. We all agreed. The entire waiting room agreed. Fuck you, and we left.
I've actually done worse than that. I went to Social Security. In the morning, it was at 11 o'clock, and they didn't see me till half an hour before they were due to close.
Mm.
I was there through lunch. I hadn't eaten before I went in because I'm a dumb bitch. And, yeah, half an hour before they were due to close, they finally saw me. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you bastards?
9 hours due to a flight delay at Miami Airport.
Yeah, I
don't
fall
know if-
asleep in airports. The long waits don't bother me.
I don't know if airports count in that context. In
Do
my
they
head,
not
it's
count
different.
In the same as because does it count? Not counting because it's doctor's surgery a queue still technically.
Yeah, you're in
I
a
suppose
queue.
it is.
You're not really in a queue in the airport
No, I
until
suppose
you're
not.
ready, waiting to get in your next thing. You're free to walk around the airport and do whatever you want. You can go in the bar and have a drink. You can go and grab
Yeah.
some lunch
Yeah, I
and
suppose
everything.
so. Yeah.
It's not the same.
I used to spend my summers in Iowa because my brother lived there, and I would I think I would fly from Connecticut to like Chicago or something, and I always had a layover, and I loved it. I loved, like there was one that was like 8 hours, and I would just, it was fun. I liked it. That was you didn't have to just sit there and wait. Whereas I remember being in an ER for Angel one time, and we waited. I think it was close to 10 hours. So.
Oh,
You
you
really
see.
beat me.
Yeah. I was going to say casualty. I'm sure I've been longer in casualty.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've waited. Not myself, but I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to remember how long I sat in an A&E for actually one time waiting for someone.
I'm talking about sitting in the fucking waiting room before he was
Yeah.
seen.
Do you get triaged?
Not even getting in there.
Do you get
So I
triaged?
think before he got we came in, we signed in, and we sat there for fucking 10 hours before he even saw a nurse to get triaged. 10 hours.
That's
So.
ridiculous.
Well,
That's
do you want,
close to
America.
me.
I'll tell you.
I like Jens.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to know a ridiculous queue then that I saw yesterday, and it kind of goes back to something we were talking about a minute ago. Queue of cars causing blooming backlog traffic because everyone's trying to go in and get their last bloody McDonald's drive-through before McDonald's closed down, and they were causing a backup with traffic out on the road. How insane is that?
Does big long traffic jams count? Because you're in a queue there on a fucking freeway for 4
Yeah,
hours.
right.
Not,
Yeah,
That's
they should
really
do.
frustrating.
They
not
should
really.
do.
I don't know. I don't think it counts.
So Jen said that she's waited 40 plus years to get laid. Does that count?
Oh!
Hey!
Good doggy.
I think Jem wins.
Yeah, I think she wins.
Jen's
with
won that one, I think.
I don't know if I could really
Someone
count it
go
as
throw her
queuing,
bone,
but
please.
hey,
But that's
Help,
fucking
help Jen out. That would be nice.
Help Jen out.
help Jen out. Yeah. Yeah,
She's gay. She's gay and in the States. So the ball's in your court, Amanda.
Okay, we'll work this out.
She's also in quarantine at the moment because she's a high risk category like Jeff is, so she's not allowed to leave the home.
Yeah.
Help Jen out.
Not this Jen. I don't need helping out. The other Jen.
Right.
So,
Go on.
never mind.
The last question for today. Can't think what I was watching when I thought up this question.
Porn.
No.
Pornhub. Remember?
Would you rather be a cow or a badger?
No, Badger seems to like being a Badger.
No, hang on. We have to delineate something.
What?
Is it a honey badger?
It's whatever sort of badger you'd like.
Honey badger, because honey badgers don't give a fuck.
I was gonna say I am a motherfucking honey badger. So.
Difficult
Mama
question.
Honey Badger.
Difficult question because the British government's culled both of them in the past. So
It's more successful at culling cows.
yeah.
Badgers are better at hiding. Cows tend to just hang around on farms.
Both
Okay,
Ring and
but-
Sal said Badger, so we all
Okay.
know.
Talking of Badger, where is Badger?
I don't know. I thought he might pop in.
He hasn't been around. I haven't seen him for a few days.
I think he's working on stuff.
By the way, Crit, I left your message on Twitter DM. Sorry to interrupt everyone.
No problem. I'm gonna have to.
Was
Who
it
told me?
porn?
See you later,
It
Osman.
was porn, wasn't
Thanks
it?
for coming.
Bye, Ozzy.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with Badger then.
So everyone's gonna go badger of some sort.
Fuck wants like you literally just stand in a field all day eating grass. Who the fuck wants to be a cow?
It's relaxing. I mean, apart from the fact
You
that
have to stand.
apart from the fact that you get to the end of the day and you're screaming to be milked.
Yeah, like Dave wants to be milked. That's the whole thing.
But you understand
No,
how
if I
milking
was-
works,
if I was-
though. Like, you have to actually give birth first, and then they have to keep milking you, so you could just not give birth or stop feeding, and it stops. So it's not like cows grow up and automatically give milk all the time.
We give them injection.
I would say though. Oh, go on. I was gonna say I would say if I was a bull, there's definitely a few people I'd like to gore.
I think you could be a bull. I think that's within the rules.
So, no, I'm still gonna go Badger. Yeah, I'm sticking with my original answer.
What about you? Did you answer, Dave?
I've got badger. I gotta say.
The rules now. He's gonna be a fucking Badger.
I don't think anyone has picked cow. I'm very disappointed that not one person has got a fetish that would make them a cow.
Plus, you have to worry about cow tipping too. So. I did
Cow-
grow up in a farm town, so-
Cows do not tip very well. It's rarely
No, not
less,
well.
rarely more than 1%.
What? That's terrible joke. Jesus Christ. Oh God.
That little joke just doesn't work here because people don't tip in Australia.
No, people don't tip here.
No.
People shouldn't. It's yeah. The tipping is a bad thing.
Yeah.
I
It
agree.
is.
Your wages shouldn't come down to tipping. I think it's ridiculous.
Absolutely not.
Completely agree. Right. Well, I am going to say thank you very much for coming. That sounded really weird. Thank you very much for coming, Jen. Amanda. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
And thank you everyone for watching. We'll see you maybe tomorrow.
And please don't choke on the selfie.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later.